Yeah, so I was telling you about that one story. We had a party or whatever with that guy we were talking, the white boy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's good right there. So I guess fucking we threw a party or whatever, and we are chilling, and he ends up we're like, damn, where the fuck the homie go? Because he has that one thing on him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we went. We're like, oh, I don't know. Well, the homie went to go check on his lady.
You can say it's up to you, but you can say we chilling, bro. Ain't no need to even censor it. Fuck it.
All right, yeah. So
we used to be turned up.
So yeah, the homie had the coke and shit on him, and so we were like, all right, yeah, like he got the bag, so let's go ahead and let's go find him.
Mm-hmm.
So the homie was like, yeah, I can't find him. Maybe he dipped out. So he went to go check on his lady. She was passed out on the bed because she had got drunk.
Word.
When he went back in there, homeboy was creeping in the bed, laying next to his lady, like trying to like lay with her and shit.
Shut the fuck.
I swear.
Wait, you talking about my homie?
Yeah, all my life. And so he goes like, "Hey, homie, you gotta kick rocks or whatever." Like yada yada yada. He's like, "All right, cool." So when he walks out, the homie kind of realizes he's like, "Oh man, fucking, why is he walking so funny?" Well, he goes and when we wake up, we're all hungover or whatever. He's like, "Where the fuck is my laptop at?"
Shut the
I swear to God, we had to go back to the homie's crib and go and get the fucking laptop from his fucking crib. I guess he had it stuffed inside his fucking pants. That's why he was walking all crazy. Bro. So we knocked on the door. He was like, "I already know you guys are here."
Bro, shut the fuck
I swear,
up, nigga.
I could call that futai everything.
That's comedy.
That shit's fucking hilarious.
That's too funny. He was casual about. Did you guys laugh or was it like fuck you, motherfucker? Or was it like
the homie? It wasn't Tyler. It was his brother. Oh, and okay. So like he was just like, oh, I got a baseball bat or like whatever, and we're just like, oh, it's probably not that serious. He's probably just drunk trying to get some like play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My shit sounds kind of funny. Am I tripping?
No, you sound
good.
Loud and clear, my boy.
All right. So, what's cracking? What was supposed to happen today that didn't happen?
You know what? We had
that's solid or not?
We won't even say who it is. Let's not even spoil it for the future. But man, you did line something up that was pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying?
We had a play lined up.
A dope ass play, and sometimes when that's why I was saying earlier. Sometimes if that person doesn't come through, it's all love. Like, and don't get discouraged by it because it's the first shot. The fact that you tapped in and you guys are communicating, and he was gonna come. You gotta think like holiday weekend. Traffic is crazy. It's raining. Christmas is a couple days from now, so it's like it shit happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the fact that you already put that shot up and he's fucking with it, bro.
Well, that was
2024 is gonna start off lit.
That was my main thing. Like, as long as I went and I did my effort to go and kind of like try to go and connect and like, put the label out there, put No Pressure Records out there, and kind of just do that thing. I knew like it was gonna be a good thing. Mm-hmm. And then once he like started biting the bait a little bit and like was like kind of like talking and shit, I was like, oh hell yeah. But it's Christmas time. Everybody's probably families over and shit. People are trying to kick it. People get lined up. It is what it is.
But just the fact that, like you said, the fact that you reached out. Mm-hmm. Like, I was going to reach out to somebody right now when I was talking to you. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to. No, fool, hit that nigga. Like, you feel me? And I hit him.
And you should, because I feel like, in reality, I feel like that's what's wrong with people from the Inland Empire. Is that we have so much fucking talent coming out of the Inland Empire, but we all feel like we're the best. Mm-hmm. Like, if we're being real, like, I feel like, dude, I've only done like 3 episodes, and I'm like, I'm the best. I'm the shit. And, like, every time before I guess, I still get nervous. So it's like, am I really? Yeah. So, like, it's just, I feel like something that we were born with that we're like, oh, we're the shit. We don't really need anything from anyone. Mm-hmm. And then, in reality, we need to be, like, connecting with everyone. Because if everybody out of the IE just went and connected and just fucking followed each other, liked each other's shit, we would be a lot further. And everybody would.
And, bro, like, believe me, dog, like, that's something, like, we've talked about this a lot. I feel like there needs to be more of that. And then the certain times when, like, if I haven't, with all the people we have tapped in and all the shit we have did for artists up here, it's like, there's still people I still want to link with. And sometimes, because of the stigma, you know how it is, like, I've been fools have done the bougie thing to me and shit and tried to charge me and shit. I'm like, you're out of your mind. You know, but and I had people flake on me and shit didn't happen and I never took it personal. But sometimes when I do reach out to certain people, I'm like, I don't want to get that energy from you. Or you swerve me and leave me on scene, like, but fuck it, it's worth the shot. Like at the end of the day, like, put the shot up, bro, cause like the person you had that you're gonna have on here, like, nigga, that was just a shot. When you hit me and told me, like, bro, I just was online, he was on live or something.
No, he
Can you pass me
the
that shit?
the person we're talking about, he has like a pretty popping page in like the content creator world,
Sure, viral.
and for sure viral. We'll leave it at that. And then so like he had did like a little thing commenting about Kodak Black. Well, I commented on it too. I was like real facts, like kind of like said something along, I forgot what it was, but he said something along the lines like, oh, like if he doesn't fucking fix his act, like, you know, it's basically done.
Yeah.
And I feel like that too with Kodak. Like he needs to get his fucking life in order because
Mhm.
he's so lyrical, dude, and all this shit. You could tell he's tweaking. Look at the shit that he had on Drink Champs. Like he's
And when I was
geeking.
watching it, I'm like, you moving too much, bro.
Bro, and his shit sucked in, like the cheekbones and shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be one of those guys that talk shit because I fuck with
It
Kodak
just
heavy.
seems like I got eyes and I could look and make observations.
Yeah, well, he has eyes too, and they're starting to pop out of the fucking
Yeah.
eye sockets. Like it's gnarly. But yeah, so we were talking about the Kodak Black thing, and he ended up like liking my comment and shit, and then DM'd me, and he was like, "Oh man," he's like, "I fuck with your little I guess that sounds weird, like your little podcast thing. Not little, but he's like, I fuck with your podcast thing. You know, we should link up something." I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, to be real, dog, you're probably like out of my range. I'm just barely starting out. He's like, I'm trying to fucking help out anyone that's like getting it from the ground up. And I was like, all right, cool, that's respectable.
That's dope as fuck.
And so I was like, to be honest, I was like, I'm driving right now. I was like, so I can't even tell if this is like a real page or not. Like kind of like on some fan shit. And then he went, he like called me. And I was like, what the fuck? So like I went and he was like at like a coffee shop and he was like, what's up, homie? Like yada yada. He was like, what's up, Loke? What's up, Groove? You know what I mean? Just to give you
Groove.
give you a little hint on who it is. But yeah, so it seems solid, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Now I get an interview with CM. So let's start from the beginning because I've always wanted to do this.
Let's go.
What part of Marina Valley are you from?
So when I've lived a few different places. Like when we first moved out here, I started off in Parrish, and when I first moved out here, I went to Creekside Elementary. So I lived on Dressia. I lived in those apartments on Dressia and Heacock over there. Like it's like some peach colored, like with the turquoise gates.
Dressia and Heacock.
Yeah, it's like going down towards March.
Oh, okay.
But it's like on that same street.
Okay, so like it's like March Mountain area.
Yeah, right over there. So I was over there until the 5th grade, and then 4th, 5th grade, and then I went to Ridgecrest, and I moved on this side. We got a house. You feel me? So we were leaving the apartment, and we got a house. What? That was a minute ago. So I've been on the technically we're on the south side right now, the southern part of Movell.
That's good.
Well, you know, Vista, baby.
That's good. Because growing up, I always heard it was like, oh man, like that side's like nice. My brother used to play like for the Movell Falcons and shit. And then so like when I was like maybe like 8, maybe 10 years old, he was going to games like at Rancho, and I was like, dude, look at this fucking stadium. Because my whole family went to Canyon Springs and shit. So it wasn't really. It was like when before the stadium thing they had, yeah, that's you. Whatever they had built, so it was just like that grass field with like the little toothpicks as like the chinguses back in the day.
Now they got a stadium.
Now they got a stadium and shit. Before it was like it wasn't shit. And so
yeah, Movell.
Yeah, exactly. And then so my brother, like being on the Falcons, we'd be able to go to Rancho and be like, damn, look at the houses over here. Like they don't look all busted down like ours. Because I grew up on Parkland, so it was like house a little bit run down, like people, you know, like tagging everywhere and shit. And then, but like I got to see how like this side lives. I'm not saying that you're from this side, but fucking like the people that lived on this side. And then I got the chance to come over here and like not live in this area, but go to school at Rancho. I'm like, man, these motherfuckers are like butter. Like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, like everybody has like gold chain. Everybody has their mama has money. They're getting dropped off in Benzes, and I'm like, damn, fool. Like, I
Yeah.
wish I could have like, damn, that's cool. Like, I was still like
That's
going
how
in
I
with
looked at
dirty ass
everything at
clothes,
Rancho. Going to Vista, that's
like
how it was
bougie, right?
like
Like,
Rancho's
yeah.
bougier than there's a Vista del Taco, you know. But yeah, man, like I went to Landmark. I've been over here for since a kid, bro. You
So
feel me?
always from the murder, always from the
Always,
IE.
I've been out here. I'm a murder baby.
That's
You know,
right.
I've been out here for years.
When
And then hit every street out here.
what was it like growing up for you out here? Were you running into trouble? I know it's kind of hard to stay out of trouble like over here. Not saying that it's super bad over here, but you can definitely fall down the wrong.
Oval. It's when there's not much to do, people find their
Yeah.
way to.
It's the IE. We don't have shit out here.
Yeah.
We don't have shit out here, but good weed.
And some spots to skate.
Yeah, yeah,
Where the
yeah,
homies,
yeah.
that's what they're like. You know,
Yeah.
back in the day, I was never skating, but the homies would skate, and I would just be trying to push
I was
around
he-
with the homies.
I was
like,
heavy on
get it.
skating, so I was skating at
Yeah.
Canyon, Vista del Lago. They have like a little 3 block over there, like right at the entrance. I was skating that all the time, homie. Hell
Yeah, that's funny. That was like back in the day with like ET. Shout out Evan, man, and all the guys in Nighthawk and all the guys back in the day. They used to be ripping it, and so we were scumbags doing that. You know, I've been, you know, I never, you know, and I never gang banged. So never did the politics, and you know that, you know, being in Mobile, there's a you know, there's a place where it's like, okay, there's a crossroads you get to, you know, and it's like you gonna do that or do this, and
What are we ashing on?
can y'all pass us an ashtray
Thank you.
so we not ashing on the table?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Better living,
Yeah, better
you
living.
know.
The fucking vibe, better living. Let's get to that.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
But so yeah, you know, like I've been like doing music and shit and this shit for a while back in the day. So I always wanted to like do this, and I was been doing this since like 8th grade. I was a music geek. Like
Okay.
the homie in middle school, shout out Mike, yo Miko, he gave me like I asked him for like a CD in the 6th grade. For I was like a rap CD. He's like, you want some rap shit or some hip hop shit? And I was like, the realest shit you can give me. I wanna know about hip hop. And he just gave me a CD full of like Common CDs, Busta Rhymes, fucking Tupac, Nas, Tribe Called Quest, Dilla, like everything I needed. And then since then, I was obsessed with that.
Around what years were that? Cause that's crazy.
That's like when I was in the 6th grade. Well, I graduated 2012. So you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm in 6th grade, like
2000, maybe
07,
7?
08.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Around that 07, around that time. So, well, Wayne's popping, mad heavy
Hell
right now.
yeah.
Everyone's listening to Wayne.
Yeah, so you actually, cause like people,
Cassidy.
I guess you could say like my era grew up with Wayne and shit too, but maybe it was just me. I kind of feel like I wasn't really able to grasp who he was.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't really like able to grasp like a good artist until Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller, Hobson, fuck like that type of era. What would that
like
be?
that mixtape
2013,
blogger, the early
2012.
2010.
Yeah, Two Dope Boys like Tyler.
Dope Boy,
There
yeah,
was a-
Hype Beast,
There was a
you know.
kid named Tyler Brimley who went and I was listening to. I forgot who I was listening to. But he was like heavy on the Odd Future shit, like a white boy with
yeah.
like just super on it, and I was like,
That was a
the
whole
fuck?
era, bro.
yeah, like I was like not on that shit at all. Like I was like listening to J. Cole. I think
Yeah.
J. Cole had
J. Cole.
dropped you got a good thing, you know,
Yeah,
be
see,
my friend.
I heard J. Cole when he dropped Friday Night Lights. And I'll never forget, I was walking in a Spanish class, and Jessica Singer, I'll never forget, she used to always be on the hip hop. You get the new Wooty Whoop album? And I'll be like, nah. And she was like, you got the new J. Cole here? And I'm like, I don't know, who's J. Cole? I was like, I wasn't familiar with him. She's like, this is literally the dopest shit. You don't know J. Cole?
Yeah.
You're listening to Currency, Convert Coops at the time, like, and like Pac Div, Mania, like Cool Kids Going Fishing. Like, I'm on all that shit. And I heard Friday Night Lights, and he instantly became one of my favorite all-time rappers. For sure.
That's gnarly. Yeah,
So
I
I'll
don't
never
think.
forget that day.
I'm trying to think.
Because I was hating.
Cause
J. Cole hater.
so like when I was like before like the whole rap thing, I had to EDM phase, like 2006, 2000.
Well, that's what was cracking.
Yeah, 2006 to 2009.
Everyone was shuffling and shit.
Yes, bro. My brothers had
Never
like.
do it.
I
never knew how to do it. I tried at the crib.
I used to think I used to fuck it up, and then like I remember. Oh man, I can't believe I'm saying this. So there's like I remember one time I was recording myself with my parents' like little like digital camera and shit, and I had a hat. I threw it down on the floor. I was getting, and then the hat's right there, right? Boom, shuffled over the hat, bro. Over the hat, didn't touch it. And then, like, yeah, I guess my dad used the fucking thing one day and was like, "Look at this motherfucker!" Started showing all his like biker friend. Cause my dad used to be in like the MC.
Okay.
And yeah, they just started clowning me.
That's common.
Like he still makes fun of me to this day. He's like, "Remember that day you were shuffling? You were doing the Mexican hat dance?"
Yeah.
Like, damn. He's always clowning.
That's funny,
that
bro.
Fucking hilarious.
At Vista, there was like they played like music in the courtyard.
Yeah.
So they would play shit, and all the Mexican fools would be out there fucking that shit up.
It was always the Mexican cat.
Always the Mexican cat.
What was the skunk tail?
Yeah, bro, with the little like the foxtail and shit. You know, the flannels with the cut off sleeves, buttoned all the way up.
They used to get
the
jeans they used to cut on the side,
slits,
so like open up like a mouth over it.
Yeah, you know,
Sheesh,
and their Vans and some of Authentics or some Chucks, and they would be fucking it up.
Or it's a Creative Rex.
Creative Rex for sure. But every nigga then went home and then tried to do it, because that was one of the dances the niggas couldn't do like that. Like there was a couple niggas that was fucking it up.
You mean like
the actual shuffle? You didn't see too many niggas, because that was like it was that bounce shit. Like I never could do it.
You guys were jerking at the time. You guys were jerking.
Jerk heavy too.
You guys
niggas
were jerking.
was doing it was different. Yeah, that was the same time as jerking.
Because I remember I was at Vista Heights and we used to have like riots like at lunch. Like I remember like it used to be jerkers versus shufflers.
That's
and
funny.
it was like gnarly. I remember like fighting like the homies and being like fucking like cool with them at lunch and being like, yeah man, you hit me good, man. Like fucking like on some stupid shit.
That's funny. That's really what it was like. Most people.
Shout out to the homie Willie Loke. The homie Willie Loke. He's a dude, like a big ass black dude, right? And then but he'd be like going hitting pin drops. I'm like, dude, you're gonna tear your ACL. Yeah. The other homie too, Caleb. He used to jump up in the air, spin around, and boom, like landing a pin drop. 250 pounds.
That's crazy.
Like 250 pounds, bro.
Jerking was something else, bro.
Like these kids are too athletic at this age.
And skinnies too.
Yeah.
And skinnies, for sure.
Purple skinnies.
Purple skinnies.
And I'm talking about purple designer.
Yeah, it was like the color purple. I had a flat top with a part. My shit was crispy though.
Did you bleach it?
Nah, I never bleached it. I didn't bleach my hair until after a breakup, like years ago.
Damn, you're real you got so fucked up you fucking bleached your hair.
I bleached that shit blonde.
You're listening to My Chemical Romance.
For Frank Ocean.
Oh, Frank Ocean? Oh,
yeah. And even though his shit was like green,
a tornado flew across.
It ended up, you know what? I didn't do it because of him. It ended up, my sister did it, and it ended up kind of looking like that. After we cut it, and I got a fade, and that shit was hard though. That shit was fire. I'll never do it again. Well, maybe I'll do it again. Not right now though. That's something I feel like I can't pull off unless I got motion. Like, this nigga see him dyeing his hair, he's on his artist shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just doing that.
I mean, what else can't you do no more? You can't do.
I mean, I guess you can. That's what makes
you
people
can't do the kid and
right?
play. Well, no, I guess you can because that Food Radio had the kid and play basically.
Back in the day.
And his shit.
That shit was
hard.
That's what I had, a flat top. Where it's like the square off, you feel me, with the fade, and I had the part down the middle, you feel me, down the side, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. So you were wearing the cutoff flannels and shit too?
I wasn't doing that, but I was definitely like wearing I was purposely like mismatching like clothes. Like I would wear like my hat, I would pick just whatever hat I wanted to wear, whatever shirt I wanted to wear, I would wear that, whatever flannel. Like I'm not coordinating colors. You know, and a crazy pair of like Reebok pumps. Like I was for sure like doing the '90s shit, like being a hip hop head and being a jerker at the same time. It was a great time.
No, it was fun, dude. It was so fun. Crazy. It was super cool. It was definitely a time to express yourself because like we've talked before. My dad's from like San Bernardino, like kind of grew up like Cholo, Chicano, I guess, kind of like, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
So during that age, it was like fuck, dude, my mom was taking me like Forever 21. I was buying jeans. Like I was like that, like skinny jean skater kid.
Yep.
And then like my dad found out one day and he was like, nope, no, no,
Yeah,
absolutely
not
not. He
having
like
it.
was not having it. He was like, what the fuck are you taking my son to Forever 21 to get jeans, yada yada. And I was like, you just don't know, Dad.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the style in a couple
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
God damn, you know the new boys came out
Came
and
out,
ruined
yeah.
it. Like fucking yeah, like it was like that was the shit. Everybody was saying that was their cousin and shit. Everybody was like,
Everyone
oh.
was like, yeah, that's
Like,
funny.
you remember that shit?
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, that's my cousin. Like, no, it's not. Shut up. That's crazy.
That was
You
funny
remember that?
because I know like 2-3 niggas that did said that.
I-
We
I
had
know
the
like 2 or 3 Mexicans that have
That
said
was
that.
comedy.
I'm like, God damn, you guys are dumb.
niggas. Everyone was. I remember same thing for the Cold Flame. The Cold Flames.
Cold Flames too. Yeah.
They came to Vista.
Cold Flames
That's
too.
funny, bro.
Cold Flames. There's one more too that's like I like the IE or some shit. But oh no. He was a DJ. Do you remember he died, so RIP. DJ. He was at the Hudson on the DJ Ayo. You fucking probably know. DJ fucking. Oh man, this is gonna look so bad. I don't know, but he was like a DJ. He was at the Hudson. Like did like a. He was like a legendary DJ out of the IE. They're gonna grill me if they see this. But he ended up dying. I think in Ritchie Canyon, like smashing down like the freeway or some shit.
Oh word.
Yeah, and so it just. I don't know. I totally forgot where I was going with that one. But yeah,
but
RIP
great.
to all right, RIP to bro. I need to fucking figure out his name, cause yeah, that's horrible. Anyways, fuck that. All right, so I was on Instagram earlier. I seen something. Remember that girl Brittany Griner or no, not Griner. That's the
Renner, right? Renner, yeah.
The whore, or not the
Yeah.
yeah.
I think she's hot.
She's hot, but it's
Kind of
only,
annoying, but like I've watched I've watched a couple pieces of content with her that changed my mind about her a little bit.
well. I just always thought she was one of those girls that like kind of like got around like crazy, was just trying to use her like whole sexual thing for like content, which is cool. You're a girl, use your thing however you need to do to make your money.
Yeah.
But I guess she came out with a thing saying that her actual sexual body count or whatever like 30 something. Do you think that's crazy for like a 30 something year old?
Nah. What? We have dating apps and Instagram. Like, it's a different day and age. Like, maybe 35 bodies in like the 60s, you would have to be outside moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like nowadays, I think that's like average. Like, and I think that's a respect. I don't know.
For that type of person.
Especially, I would
Yeah.
think it would be at least 100.
Yeah.
And I can respect that. You're outside moving.
Yeah, you're like trying to get bodies for
Moving.
content and shit.
Yeah, like you're like your selection of celebrity, like you could be with a lot of people, a DM in a way. So I always like, so if that's true, then like I don't see no problem with it. I don't think it's crazy. That's like, nigga, even in a small town, that's like in murder the average girl that has 30 bodies. Like,
it's crazy out here.
Maybe, and maybe I'm wrong. Is 30 bodies a lot? Maybe from I don't want to speak on my experiences. But in my experience,
when the original number floats from like 100, oh no, it's 70. Oh no, it's 30. I think then it's like you're like, oh okay, I'm 30. It's alright.
Yeah.
Like originally it was 80. You know what I mean? And then we're like, oh well, she has a horse, so it's alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, shouts out to her.
Well, what's like? Is that, do you judge like? Cause I definitely do, like. I try not to, but like we all judge. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's a number where you're like, oh, I'm not really fucking with that. That's a little like.
I think if I was talking to a chick, and I was like, I'm like, oh, man, that's such a fucking whore. You should never fucking ask your partner that, like, like.
It don't matter.
No, dude, it does fucking, for your own fucking mind state. You should not fucking ask.
I don't want to know the truth. Like,
well, then why fucking ask? Because
I need to know.
No, that's toxic.
Right?
But no, like I get you because I've definitely done it. I've definitely been like, oh, babe, so. Am I the biggest? Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, rank me. Like, out of all the guys, you know what I mean? And then she's like, oh, yeah, you're the biggest. And you're like, It's like
fucking lying.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking lying to me.
Yeah, it's like why would you ask that if you don't want to know about it?
Yeah.
Why would you ask it? Like it literally like I don't know. It's just like something that I don't know. My dad always told me it's really fucked up, but what mama don't know won't hurt her, and that's on both ends. Like even if like she's cheating, don't tell me about it. You got away with it.
What Ty Dolla
Do your
Sign?
thing.
He was like, don't creep on me. Don't let me find out. Don't let me. I'm like, oh God.
I'd rather not. If you got away
Don't
with
let me find out.
if you got away with it and you're like oh fuck I did it. Don't be like I feel guilty and I gotta tell you because I'm like
I'd
dude,
rather
I'm like
not know.
and you're like but can we still be together?
No,
Like, come
you
on.
ruined it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny, but I think in almost 2024, I don't think 30 bodies is that crazy.
I think for like a content person like that, I think for like an everyday person, I think kind of 30 a little bit is kind of like a lot.
Really?
Like yeah, bro. Like if you're like, I don't know, 27.
That's
I
like
don't know.
three dudes. That's like 3 dudes a year, 4 dudes a year. That's not. If
Yeah,
you're single, that's
but if
pretty.
it-
That's pretty solid.
If you're 32 years old, that's like a body a year from when you're a baby.
Now, yeah,
That's gnarly. That's
yeah.
fucking gnarly, dude. That's a fucking lot.
yeah. But like, I just feel like, cause I'm looking at myself, like I don't want to. I don't want to like if you could see like you seen that episode of like you ever seen Black Mirror?
I've seen a couple of them.
There's an episode where they have the chip in their ear and they can replay their memories. Like, boom, pull it up, boom.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you go through my shit and saw my memories and shit I did, you'll probably be like, the fuck, you would look at me different.
Yeah,
like you would judge. Like if you seen that from any spell, like you know what I'm saying. So like,
But you don't feel like for a girl it's a little bit different. Like I feel like
a girl's easier.
no
to get fucking.
no yeah for a girl yeah definitely.
So having more body.
Like if a girl was ever like, man, I haven't had no dick in like a year, like that's your fault. Like you know how easy it is to get dick. Like it's been like they'll pay for pussy. Like what are you talking about? But like if you're talking about like an actual girl that's good and this and that, 30 bodies is crazy.
30 bodies is crazy.
Someone that you want to end your life with. Like $30, $30, 30 babies. Fuck, y'all.
30 bodies.
30
He said
bodies.
$30 babies.
30
That bitch got 30 babies.
whatever the fuck. 30 whatever the fuck. It's too much. 30
but at the
is too
same-
many of anything. If I smoke 30 joints, if I take 30 oxys, like, if I do 30 lines, that's a lot.
But 30 over from let's say from 18 to like 25, I don't think that's like
For a
if you're doing like if you think about it, even if you're single and you're smashing one dude a month, even 12 dudes a year, that's low key running it up. But like
you shouldn't be
you're
doing
single,
that.
but if you're single, I would rather have a girl that's experienced though too. I know some people prefer like a girl that's had like 2 or 3 boyfriends, 2 or 3 body count. I just think like
I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying in general.
No, I'm saying like no, I totally agree. I wouldn't want like what do they call it, a dead fish or whatever.
Yeah,
But,
you know what I'm saying. Like
you want someone
I
that's
still
gonna
want
get down and freak you with you.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to know this person been ran through because you got to think 35 people and how many times has she fucked that one person?
I don't
Like,
even
10
give a
times?
fuck. I don't.
And then it's like I know you don't.
Yeah,
But-
I can't even think. I don't even let my mind try. Mental health for support young men.
And that's when it starts, but that's what I'm saying is that's when it starts fucking with you. So if you're getting to the point where you're going, because that's what we're saying is that if you get to the point where you're like, oh, like how many bodies is too many bodies, and if your lady went up to you and told you 30 something bodies, you'd feel a different type of way.
Nah,
You don't think so?
no, fuck no.
I
Fuck no, because I
That's a
I
fucking
know.
lie. If my lady
Fuck
told
no,
me fucking
that's
30
not
something,
a
I'd be like,
crazy number. That's not a crazy number. 30 over like 18, bro. Like if you think over like 6, 7, 8, 9 years, and she's single and she's pretty, you gotta think the world. If she's cute, the world's in the palm of her hand, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not.
So
yeah,
so
that's true.
I think it's easy. Like walking down the street, she's getting attention. You feel me? And then girls in high school, there's these girls in high school. When we were in high school, I for sure know a few girls that were talking to older men. I'm like, damn, that
Oh,
fool.
yeah.
You're talking to
My
20,
yeah.
25-year-old or 30-year-old. That's crazy. But she's fucking busting out of her fucking
Yeah.
shirt. She developed faster. Like,
Well, faster, yeah.
and so imagine
But
what
that's
she
wrong on them.
looks like when
That's
she's
wrong on them
21.
too. That's wrong on those.
That's
dudes, too.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
That's
fucking
crazy.
retarded.
But imagine what she looks like at 21 when we grow up.
Yeah.
You've seen the certain fees.
Imagine what she looks like at 40. Blown the fuck out.
Yeah,
Or hot.
or hot as
Yeah, or
fuck.
hot as
Like
fuck.
you know what I'm saying? Because she didn't work her way up to
I don't know,
you know.
man.
In my opinion,
I don't want my lady to have 30 bodies.
yeah.
I
I would honestly, I don't even really care. Like if like say if I was in another world and I was single, which I'm not, you know, and I was in the game. Imagine getting with a high profile woman. She's coming with, you know, she got athletes, NFL players.
That's
actors,
when it's understandable, though. That's what I'm
rappers.
saying. I'm not
But
dissing.
she could be that bitch just in the city.
There is girls like that.
She could
yeah,
be that bitch
yeah.
in the city, and every single
Every single popping mother.
I done had
Let's be
homegirls
real,
that showed me
people-
like, oh, all your homies done hit me up, like,
Yeah.
whoopty whoop, and you for sure slept with a couple of them too, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's
my
crazy.
lady. My lady has been like fucking. You know, oh, your homies hit me up, and I'm like, oh, you can't trust no one. So it's not only like the four
Yeah.
guys, the four homies. Now think about the people I'm not cool with. They're of course trying to get on my bits too.
And that's what I'm
That's
saying.
another 15.
Instagram, Facebook, social media.
That shit's a fucking devil.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so if you had 30 bodies and like, if you had 30 bodies in like the fucking 60s, 70s and shit. Well, even in the 70s, that was wild.
I feel like that's
But, like-
definitely okay in the 70s, bro.
But how would you would know? You have to run into 70 different niggas, 30
Right.
different people, which you could do. If you could do it then, imagine how easy it is
Yeah,
for you
but
to have it
that was
now.
like that was a love era, homie. That was like when
It's
they were.
still, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Like-
dynamic of women were different too. You got to think we're in a different time too.
Yeah.
So women having like
And
a
then-
whole phase, was there a whole phase in the 60s? Like, was that a thing, or was that like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But not only that, you got to think about the dudes too. Back in the day, the dudes were fucking each other.
they're having families down the street. Like, you got a
like-
whole other But that's the thing with dudes. Like, it's like niggas is gonna fuck. Dudes gonna fuck. Like,
Well, that's what I feel like. Like a guy's gonna try to get pussy as much as he can, like with whoever he can. But for a girl, she can be. I feel like she can be more secluded and kind of like keep it more. Maybe
She
I'm
can-
just trying to fucking get this in my head.
no.
Woman, but
I
have
agree.
a daughter, so I'm like, girls are good people.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I think a woman is more likely than a woman to go like celebrate like and not have sex. I hear more women that can go a year or two and not even like you know, and not even think about it. You know, it really depends on the woman. I feel like women have that strength
what
in
I'm
them to
saying
do
is,
that.
like,
I don't see
yeah.
a man
No,
doing that
no.
for a year.
Because it's not a. I really feel like it's a thing where
I just need pussy.
it's yeah.
I said, and you know, my girls had this conversation with me. She was like, "Why do guys when they cheat down a lot of the times?" I'm like, "Cause it's a weird, ugly looking bitch that's just gonna give you some coochie,
Yeah.
and they don't give a fuck about who it is.
It's
Niggas just
like
trying to feel some coochie,
Maybe it's just the experience of trying to. Maybe I don't know.
and it's an ego thing
Because
too.
I'm married too, so I'm locked down too, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe like I'll get a friend request or something like from someone, and I'll be quick to just be like oh no, like hell no, like I'll block them.
Right.
Like there's no reason for that person to be in my life. And it's like I've definitely been in arguments with my lady too, where she's definitely kind of made that clear, like hey, there's no reason for this person to be in your life. Like why would I accept a friend request from like my personal page, not the podcast page? Follow me at the Finger Pop.
yeah,
But
on your personal life.
yeah, on my personal life page, it's like why do I want to see this girl that I used to smash back in the day see my kid grow up?
Now, is that a form of cheating?
I wouldn't say it's a form of cheating, but out of respect for my lady, I don't want her to follow anyone that she used to like fuck back in the day and like his pictures and be like, oh my god, your family's so cute.
That's pretty wild.
That's crazy, right?
That's wild.
So, but trip out like my parents are like that. So back like my mom follows
yeah, one of your exes and shit.
no her exes, and my dad follows his exes, and like I'm like
They're from a different. Maybe it's just
the era maybe,
The era, maybe.
but yeah, and then my dad's like, well, I tried. Like, what's she gonna do? She's gonna go hit him up. Like, if she does, then it is what it is. My dad has this mentality of, if his lady's gonna leave him, she's gonna leave no matter what. And I'm like,
Player.
I was like, yeah, basically,
Yeah,
we gotta get him
keep
in
it
one day.
playing. Yeah, bro, you've told me like shout out Pops. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Cause you spoke a lot about him, and you
Mhm.
know, and I know you told me multiple times. You're like, man, I want to come through. So make sure you come through, Pops. Come kick it with us. Come have a drink. Let's hear some stories. Let's shoot the shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to make that happen.
Yeah,
2024.
definitely. Yeah, man, it's just 30 bodies.
30 bodies is a lot.
What is it?
I think 30 bodies is like average
Really?
for a pretty girl. I could be wrong. You could be cuffed up a lot. Some women are
That's what
cuffed
I'm
up a
saying.
lot. Some women go from relationship straight to a relationship, and if there's 3-4 years in between that, then you don't have a lot of bodies. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like there's always gonna be that phase, especially if you cute, where you feel me. Like this is why I would prefer a woman with some like experience. So I want you to know what the world is like when you feel like it's in the palm of your hands and you on quote unquote your whole phase or something like that. Like do your thing, cause don't do it with me. When you cool with that, you didn't experience it, like, and you know what you want, and you know exactly what you want, and I'm the one you picked. You feel me? And the
Yeah.
one that we decided to make
That's
this
when you
work
know,
with,
like,
then that's I know, cause you didn't had everything. You know what you want. You had experiences in relationships.
yeah,
you
you've had.
like, you feel me? You're a quote unquote whole phase, whatever it might be. You
If
like
you've
that's what
been
I'm saying.
if you've
If
been
you're a
with
fly
30
bitch,
people, you can definitely like assume
you know
how
what
a
the
guy
fuck you
get.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, cause like, I didn't, I've been like experienced with like, you know, like someone who's not like my bitch, but we just fuck around and whoop de whoop. And I've asked my one homegirl back in the day, and she was like 120.
Mhm.
Like whoopty whoop, like, and like she was popping, she got a little clout, and she outside at every festival and shit. So it's like, yeah, like I feel it, like
Mhm.
I get it.
That's
Now that's a lot.
That's a
Now
lot.
now that might be the limit.
When he said 120, I was like, what, followers? Like, what the fuck?
No,
You talking-
120 bodies.
That's
Like
fucking
maybe my mind is
gnarly.
just corrupted from so many Tatianas. Like, you know,
That could be it too.
that could be it. Maybe I'm wild. Am I wilding? It's like, cause I think 30 bodies is like average. Is that average?
That wild?
Like,
That's a lot, right?
30's a lot.
Is 30 a lot? Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah,
30's
you're
not
right.
a lot. Is
30's
it
a lot,
really?
player. That's a lot.
Fuck. I'm toxic as fuck. I'm fucking toxic.
This
Wait.
guy's toxic, fool.
Fool.
All right, so let's,
30's a lot. In the comments, is 30 bodies for a female a lot? Like, I want to know, am I wilding? Like,
I think 30. That's I don't know. Let them know in the comments if that's wild, because I think that's wild.
yeah, damn. Damn.
So let's venture off little fucking little things.
That's funny.
So the whole NPR thing, NPR network. I apologize. Where did that idea come from? When did you kind of come to the realization that because it had to have been a thing where it's like maybe
Yeah.
like I'm not getting these platforms. Like a lot of platforms probably aren't fucking. Fuck. Let me start my own. I need to get my own shit going because that's kind of like what I felt for a while. Like I always try to do some music shit, t-shirts, photography, and I always wanted to fuck with people. But I'm like, why not just do it myself? But I never had the drive. Then I met you. And then you're like, oh, I got this, I got that. And I'm like, oh, man, dude, like, this guy has drive.
Yeah.
It kind of motivated me. And then you were like, come in next week, let's shoot a pod. So we did that. And then it's like, now we're kind of vibing. Yeah, so where did this whole idea that basically started
feel me?
the Finger Poppin' podcast, how did you come up with this?
So, doing music, I've been doing music out here for years and pushing something, but I've always felt like I've been a part of different movements, not something I called my own, and I've been a part of a lot of the homie shit. I got it tatted on me. And message records and native keys, and I've been a part of a lot of stuff, but nothing I called my own. So after I was working with one of the homies, and I helped build his brand, Stick to Your Roots. And after niggas part ways, business doesn't work out with everybody, and I was like, damn, I did all this. I feel like I put in a lot of effort in on something for it to not work. Like, I done sold 100 hoodies and 200 shirts with another brand on it. And now I'm starting from scratch. Because me and the homie don't see eye to eye, which is okay. But
Can you talk about that? I don't know. Or would you rather not?
That's it's just not
so
that
petty-
it's just not
petty
that
shit.
relevant. Yeah,
Right.
to other than this part, nothing else is really relevant. And and so I felt like I'm left with nothing. Like
Mhm.
I just spent the year pushing a whole nother
Yeah, getting
brand.
sales for someone that's not
Yeah.
even you. Yeah, working for someone.
And I remember I was talking to my boy Luis. Shout out Luis. And I was like, bro, I need a name, bro. What am I? Because it's always been our clique has been 1500, and I've always been like the homies closest to me. A lot of us got it. It's like the street sign. It's a number on the street sign, and that's just like the homies that we all kicked it with. That was our thing. And so I was pushing that for a
Sounds like
minute.
a fucking gang, dude.
Yeah, right. And so, but we all got it tatted on this and shit. Like I know, right?
It's just a number on the street line.
Yeah, right. But it's just like that's how it starts, right?
That's fucking hilarious.
That's how it starts, right? Some mobile shit. You know how everyone has their clique.
Yeah.
It's like the clique of the homies 10 years ago. That's what it was, and I didn't want to call it that because it's between the homies, but it doesn't sound like a brand, and the homie Luis, he was like, dog, it's no pressure, dog. Pressure, homie. I was like, no pressure records. She's like, it's no pressure records, homie. I was like, that's hard, nigga. I was like, that's hard. I was like, that's what it is, nigga. I'm like, it's no pressure records. You goddamn right. And we went on this hour-long conversation about, it's no pressure to, like, this shit is limitless. You can be whatever you want. It's no pressure. You just gotta do it. The difference between us and the niggas that made
keep
it.
down a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Shut the fuck up back there.
My bad.
My bad.
I'm a critic at this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we got some assholes in the background. No, and so it was like it was just really something I needed to do for me, and I love the marketing and branding aspect outside of the music, everything music, like the branding and aspect and rolling out a product and shit. I've loved that. I'm a hustler, like, you feel me? I grew up in Mobile, so niggas was hustling. Like,
Yeah.
I always had money, you feel me, and I always got to it. Niggas know, you feel me? And
The land, I feel like the land of the candy man or the
Yeah.
candy kid at school is
Yeah.
like Raina Valley. There was always like
Yeah.
that kid like pushing Skittles and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and now that food's fucking selling lean.
Yeah, pretty much, and so basically, I had this idea of a COVID. I was like, I want to start a podcast. I got so into podcasts since like 2018, 2019. The UTB shit was cracking, and I was on the UTB shit. And I remember saying, I was like, bro, we should do a podcast back then. Like, once I started seeing UTB do it, and I started seeing it get more popular, and everyone's kind of like, nah, like, that's like a niche, like, like.
It's a fad.
Yeah, and in my head, I always kind of knew I wanted to do one. I got so into just talking about the culture and talking about hip-hop, and COVID came around, and EDD was busting. You feel me? And so a lot of people spent their shit the wrong way. I spent it like this to start off, but it was the end. So I got a little money from EDD because I was working. You feel me? Paying for studio time, doing what the fuck I have to do, working 2 jobs, 3 jobs at times, being in LA at 3 a.m. knowing damn well I got work at 6. But I'm at a show, so I'm doing that whole grind for years and years and years, nigga. And so once I got EDD, I was like, okay, I got extra. I'm getting like, damn, nigga, I'm getting what I make.
They were paying a lot during that thing, right?
I was like, whoa, like I wasn't making
I
this.
heard it was like double what you would make
even
every like 2 weeks or whatever.
Plus something else. Plus then some, and
Do you wish you would have took advantage of like the PPP thing?
yeah, like so a lot of the homies did. I was too scared.
I know a lot of homies did it too, but they did it in a bad way. But like I wonder,
all the homies did it in a bad way.
Yeah, I wonder.
They all got forgave.
Yeah,
I know one.
I know one homie from Texas. He did 6 months, but he was trying to I was getting like mad cards to my house just because like we communicated like over music. I used to make beats from, and somehow some way I think he went back in our like messages. I think I bought a shirt off of him, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna send something to your like mailbox. Just send it back to me." And I got, dude, it was like 10 fucking EDD cards. And I was like, Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
so imagine niggas was doing that like by 50, 60 of them.
Yeah.
Like, for, like that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
fucking
some
wild.
whole other next level shit. But niggas was running that up for sure.
For sure. I mean, some people
You had to
like,
be real burnt out to like. I feel like you had to be running up numbers. Like you weren't the first person he hit up probably for that.
definitely not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was probably just it only happened like one time, and it was like 15 cards, so you probably had 100 at the house.
Yeah, for sure. More people on standby.
I threw those motherfuckers away. I threw those things away. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, bud. Maybe the fucking people got. I was like, man, like, I was at mom's crib. Like, you're crazy, dude. I'm not doing that. That's fucking. Bro, but it's
funny.
fucking wild, food, because people like really like make like a living off of it, like just jugging people. Like I was watching what was it, that Channel 5 dude, the white food. He was like fucking goes to like San Francisco and stuff and like asks people like bipping. You know what bipping is?
I've heard of that. I don't know exactly the definition.
It's like I think when you go into like cars and shit, like over there, like in
that's some bass shit, right? It sounds like some bass shit.
Yeah. So like cars will be like chilling on the street, and they'll have like a lot of like merchandise in there. Maybe they leave their MacBook in there. Maybe they leave their studio equipment. Maybe they leave something. So people go around in the parking lots or whatever, like in the big corporation buildings, and the tweakers will go and, you know, get a spark plug. You get the little porcelain on it. It busts that window real quick, shatters it. It barely makes a noise. You could pull it off. I heard people do that. And so fucking, they go in, they snag the shit, and they dip out and they resell it. Well, I guess they have like on Chinatown, they resell like deodorants. They resell like all the shit that they fucking steal. That's why when you go to Target food, everything's all like
locked
fucking
up
locked
and
up.
shit, yeah.
And you're like, man, why can't I get fucking like all the like what is it? They say African American fucking essentials or whatever.
Oh yeah,
it's all locked up.
All locked up.
It's
the razors.
It's on Chinatown. Fucking
yeah.
half the price.
You see that? I know you see those videos on Instagram where niggas walk in. Clear the shelf.
Big Santa Claus out that motherfucker Louis Vuitton.
One dude in San Francisco had a torch. On the lock, knocked it off. Took his time, bro. I'm like, bro. And he's like, bro, if anybody touch me, they could get the business. Like, don't be no hero.
Well, not only that, they're not even allowed to touch. They're not allowed to touch them. They get out in like fucking 6 days. And yeah, the dude that I was watching, he got arrested 36 times in the past like fucking like 5 years for the same thing, armed burglary or armed robbery or whatever the fuck, basically. And they're just like doing like, it's okay. Like, fucking, that's crazy. I was like, dude, like, my dad got busted for like 4 years for that shit.
Because now
done it 36 times in the past 3 years.
Well, you see all these people, they'll go into like a flash mob into like a Nordstrom or to like a Gucci, some type of shit, and clear that whole place out. Everybody filling up trash bag, duffel bags, carrying it out in their hands, like. And if you got 70 people that go into a spot like that, 20 people, 5 people, like. That looks pretty, like, it looks pretty sketch for you. You're not going to jump in, like, and stop them, like.
I wouldn't, but I've never really been the type.
So like, I'm like, do y'all thing. I'm like, bro, go hit this rack. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'd be like,
I don't give a shit.
Hey, that double XL red one with the fucking white polo on it. Hey, man, you might want to grab that one because I'll give you $40 for it.
Exactly. Like, yeah. There was this video, this lady at the Dollar Tree, she read this black pullover. This white lady read this black pullover because he was stealing from the Dollar General or whatever. And it's like, yeah, stealing is bad, but like, why are you worried about it? Like, why did he deserve to get ran over? And he got hit and got up. I was like, what the fuck? All his shit splattered over someone's driveway. And she's like, you're stealing.
And the girl had no affiliation with the place at all.
No,
like,
she worked for Dollar Tree.
She did?
But I'm like, bitch.
That makes it even better.
Like, bro, like, she's in her uniform and everything. I'm like, bitch, like, I know you do not care that much
Oh, shit.
about this Dollar General.
Papa, that pays her bills.
It's not taking it away from her money. That's a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar corporation, nigga. His little $3, $4, $9. That's what I'm saying. Like, especially when a nigga homeless down bad. Like, look, I'm a secure. I've done security for years. Even if you, as long as they done like he's stealing, go get it. Like,
yeah.
I'm kind of like, hey, like,
Oh, he's
if you
stealing.
start, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's like I got to do my job. Like, hey, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I've never been the type of nigga to detain somebody and like pepper spray
Yeah.
somebody. I'm like, I'm not really tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to square up a few times with the fools. You know, I worked at the Greyhound in San Bernardino, right
Oh,
there on
hell no.
GSR, right there on the blade. Hey, you feel me?
Right there
All the hoes walking out.
Wait, are you talking about you're off a G, right? Is that off
G
a
and 6.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh,
That's like
yeah,
that's
right
the
across the street from the
motel.
motel.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother lives off of what is it, Acacia and Baseline.
Oh, there. That's like
So
right
that's
down
like
the street.
right down the street.
Yeah, right down the street.
Yeah.
Because coworkers like and shit, I'll go smoke after work, so I start sliding with them and really seeing the Dino and like how people, the
It's
Dino
butter out there.
Dino that part right there is different, bro.
Mhm.
It's a lot different night, and then I get out the canyon, San Mateo Canyon, right here at fucking JFK, and I pull up the J. I'm like, whoa, this is completely different, my boy. The
Yo.
murders is different. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Out there, that shit, wow, that's a full active blade. You feel me? All
And
the
people-
pimps in the parking lot right there.
People don't even know about it. Like people think that like Fig is like the only like active like blade
No,
and shit
fuck
like
no,
that.
that
It's like
shit
no, like
jumping.
Baseline is crazy. Like literally like I'd leave my brother's house with my daughter. Like we're Cowboy fans, so we'll go over to his house, we'll watch a football game, and we leave and like there's a stop sign. Baseline's right here. There's a stop sign. There'll be like 2, 304s right there, and it's like with my daughter in the back, like fucking, hey, you want a date? And I'm just like,
That's
nah,
crazy.
dude, like
You're
my kids in
tripping.
the fucking back, like what the fuck?
Bro, at the Greyhound station, they used to come try to
Yeah.
clean up in the bathroom. They were like, bro, if she looks like a hoe, don't let them in here.
Yeah.
You know what they look like. You know, I used to be like that. Sometimes they'll be coming trying to use the restroom and shit because there's so many of them walking around. You feel
Yeah.
me? And I would have to be like, nah. I'm like, y'all know damn well I can't let you. And they all start knowing, like, but then there was the ones that was hopping on the bus. You feel me? They wasn't walking right there. They going to Vegas and back. I'm seeing them every other day, back and
Yeah.
forth on the bus. It's a $30 ticket. It ain't nothing to get to the blade out there and get back. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. But like, I don't know what I was saying about something about security, but fuck it.
It's all right.
Yeah, fuck it.
So I got maybe one more question. It's kind of like a serious question.
Okay.
I always kind of wondered. So like, when does it come to an artist like a decision to go and basically this stems from me asking Lil Jeff like for an interview and or no, a feature from my little brother, and he was like, nah, I don't be doing that rapping shit no more. I'm basically saving it for my youngins. When do you think it's time to be like, start and instead of pushing yourself, getting the younger, like finding the younger crowd and start getting them and being like, No Pressure Records is like the youth now. Because obviously you're still trying to go and you still are rapping, getting shows. You just had shows like fucking the other day.
Absolutely.
And so
That's the vision.
that's the
That's
vision.
where like I want this, like, you know, the podcast is just a portion. That's just an addition to the No Pressure Records hit. You know, it's a music label, you know, LLC label. So, you know, it's something I definitely want to grow. Because I don't have like any artists under me, but before, like, I feel like I can have somebody believe in me fully, and before I would feel comfortable enough for me to trust somebody under my wing, I got some accolades I gotta get for myself first. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that it doesn't. I know who I am and my worth, but sometimes you gotta convince the world of that. And you gotta show people that it is worth this without a reasonable doubt, and that just comes down to accolades and some things I gotta accomplish. I gotta scratch off my list before I can feel comfortable enough before to take, you know, someone under my wing all the way. Now, don't get it fucked up. I can't now. If somebody wants like like if somebody's like if artists are out there that is like, are you willing to be a part of a passion project
Hmm.
and to get in here and work and find your way with me and rock with me?
Yeah.
Then yeah, like for sure. You know, I just can't guarantee I could get you money or something right
Yeah.
now, like, you know, or get you like I'm trying to get myself booked
Mhm.
for better shows. I'm trying to get to. I haven't been to the I haven't performed at the Observatory yet, or the House of Blues, and those are mine. And those are spots I really, or the Novu. You know, like those are a few spots like I really wanna. I gotta fuck that up first. Like
You
I got
need
some shit I gotta do.
you have goals and shit for yourself that you need to accomplish before you go and you start helping out someone else accomplish their goals.
Yeah, I gotta be in a position where I know
Hmm.
like you know I can help you. Now don't get me wrong, like I can help somebody right now,
Hmm.
but you know like I'm still trying to help myself.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to. I can't if I don't help myself and put myself in a position, then I'm not gonna be able to do it for somebody else.
Hmm.
You feel me? Somebody like Little Jeff, he did it on a level
Hmm.
and has got paper off
Yeah.
of it and has been
He's gotten some
successful in the
views.
music
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
So now he's like, I'm cool off the rapping. Like
Hmm.
he's found a way to get himself established in a lane where he wanted to be in. You
Yeah.
feel me? Sometimes niggas don't want to rap and niggas get money not rapping. Rapping's not the
Yeah.
only way to get the
And
money.
I
You
think
feel
that's a
me?
cool ass thing. Like, shout out to you, Jeff, because
Yeah, for
you
sure.
acknowledge the fact that you were like, maybe like this wasn't like there was more. There was something more you can do. I don't want to be like it was like a thing. Even for you, I don't want to say like it's like a thing where it's like when are you gonna hang up the gloves, like type of thing. 'Cause you'll
Yeah.
never give it up. Like
Oh
what the
yeah,
fuck.
nah.
So it's like
I don't
I'm.
think there's a time. I don't think there's a now. Now that's a conversation. Now, I think if you haven't really been doing this shit for some years now,
Mm,
and you just kind of, I'm not saying it's not possible, and I'm not telling nobody to not chase their dreams, do it.
mm,
But I'm just saying there's a I guess I'll be a hypocrite for saying like there's just so many other things you can do within hip hop and rap that you could be successful at. You don't just have to be the rapper, you know. And I think like if you're not really in motion,
mm.
like yet and you're out of your 20,
And if you're not a dude, and if
like
you're not a fucking, if
like
I'm sorry
come
to say it, but
on,
if you don't look, you don't have that.
you gotta know if you have
And you
it.
gotta have that, dude. Like I see a lot of like there'd be like some random ass little like people hitting me up on my DMs and shit. They're like, "Oh, I'm a rapper. Let's fucking link up." I
You
look
click
at
on their Instagram, they got a
bro,
plate, a
and it's
picture of
like
a hot dog on a plate,
no,
like
it's like a
picture, like it
it's
don't
like
even
a
be
picture
professional.
with them drawing on it from like Snapchat, and it's like a
Yeah,
star, and it says like for unforgiven ones, and it's like
yeah. It's just
gems.
like
A white boy saying the N word because I'm Mexican. I don't even say the N word. I don't like. It's cool. Like you do it. That's cool. We're from the IE and LA and shit. That's dope. But
nah,
that's not really my thing.
yeah,
I tried the hat on.
yeah,
I'd be a liar. So if you guys ever see any of like my old shit and you guys see me saying it,
yeah.
you know what I mean.
It's better.
Don't
It's
clown
better.
me.
Yeah, it's better. You just be yourself.
Yeah, I just be chilling. It doesn't even. It's
We
not
still
even.
respect. People still respect the music. Don't think you have to say that to, But then there's people that say it, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah. Like
it's
that.
not really my. It's not really my cup of tea. But I can't lie. Like I never liked the old Jeezy song.
Yeah. Do you
Like
eh,
that's
do
just
you
tight.
feel
Like
like any type of way when someone does like say that, or are you like from the murder? Because you
no,
know how
I
the
do
murder is
judge.
like a melting pot.
I judge
So
you. I judge you by your character, and I can't say like I might not pop off on you, but I cannot guarantee you what one of my homies might say. So that's you on your own risk. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I've been in situations where the Mexican homie says it and somebody else gets offended by it, and now I'm in a situation where like I gotta defend the Mexican homie for saying the N word when you offended another black person. Like I'm not doing that. You're wrong.
yeah,
Like
and
you offended
especially
somebody. Maybe you don't offend me because you my dog. Like I don't care. Like
especially if they're
if you my
arguing
boy,
over it.
but
If it's like I always see sometimes like a Mexican food will be like I'm allowed to say it's like why are you even arguing about
that's the part that bothers me. Like don't argue it, bro. Like it just and that's why I had to stand on the line of I can't allow some homies to say it and then be offended with. And so it's like I just went no nobody really does it around me. But if you do, like that's you, P. That's you. Do your thing, like. you know. But if one of my homies, because it's happened in the liquor store. Me and the homie with the drunk OG, the neighbor, you feel me? Shout out my nigga, man, but he's a fucking drunk. At the time he was. He's sobered up and all that, which is good. Good for him. Hasn't had a drink in years. And so I'm like proud of you. But he was drunk, like, oh my nigga.
Oh, he was that guy.
My nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, get another shot, nigga. And you know, and the dudes behind us, the brothers behind us is like, hey, watch your mouth, nigga. Like, you feel me? And we're like, nah, bro, like, this is the drunk homie. Like, you see this nigga? He's like, yeah, nigga, I'm not tripping, nigga. I'm like, and they're like, bro, I'm like, bro, we good. And they're like, all right, fool. Like, but like, that's weird, homie. Stop saying that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see, bro, I had to defend you.
Yeah, just
you see the position you put me in, you know, and it's just like, bro, just, you know, if you say it in front of your homies and they don't trip, just do that.
I just feel like it's just a thing. Like if you grew up, like I was watching this thing. There's these twins, the Hodge twins or some shit, some white boys. They grew up like in a black neighborhood. I mean, even Milk, I feel like that fool Milk is able to say it. It's like he was.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you say
adopted by black people.
That's what I'm saying. If you feel comfortable enough to say it and you saying it, do your thing, P.
For me, I feel like I always had it. Like whenever I said it, I feel like I had to like.
I'm not catching.
I had to fit it over. I had to fit it in. I feel like I had to try.
And if you had to, yeah.
And I really felt like I was like, nah, this shit just don't fit in. Like food, like fits better. Like, I was cracking food better than the other one.
Yeah.
And it's funny because last
the
time
Mexican homies got us saying like, nah, fool, you tripping.
I like that shit. I like that
tight.
shit. But the thing is, like, that's a thing at work too. Is like, what is it? Some people don't like. I work construction, and there would be like some black foods that kind of don't like the Mexican people saying that. But at the same time, like they'll pull up and be like, "Oh, what's up, fool?" Or like, "Oh, what's up, ese?"
But that's not.
And it's like, but like, just like how that's your lingo, I feel like
lingo is different. Like lingo. One thing, nigga is not fool. Nigga comes from years of rape, genocide of black people. That comes from a racist terminology. So
that's not why you guys say it. Though you guys aren't saying it to each other to be like.
No, but I'm telling you that's where the word comes from. You feel me? It comes from the ER. You feel me? That doesn't like fool. Does fool? Now correct. Now if there is, I won't say fool, but fool is just something from your lingo, and it's like cultures. We adapt each other's cultures.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like we grew up. You grew up next to black fools. I grew up next to Mexicans. My girl's Mexican. Some of my best friends are Mexicans. I know what it's like to go to a Mexican house party.
Yeah.
You feel me? I know some the culture. You feel me? Like and it's the same thing for Mexicans with black culture. You feel me? A lot of and that's why it's like we're neighbors. So that happens. So yeah, and I think that's why nigga comes into play with that because I don't think it's them being like racist. It's just they have a lot of black homies and you're a fan of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like look, you grew up listening to 50 Cent. You listening to Drake and Kendrick. Like. You listening to Drake or Nip, like
for sure.
I get it, and you the homies, and right, But it just comes to a point where that word carries weight from generations and generations and generations of murder, pain, segregation. So it will forever be a word that it will be offensive if you say it. But you say it at your own expense, you feel me? Like, am I going to sock somebody out? I had a white fool call me a nigger in line, and I'm like, you know I'll sock you. I'm like, but I'm not getting that. I'm not going to get out of I'm not going to let no person get me out of character. Like, I'm more like, you feel me?
But I feel like, but I'm not saying, what I'm saying is that if a black guy comes up and he's like, hey, what's up, ese? Or like he's like comes up to you and he's like I'm not saying in a mocking way. I'm saying he's just like, oh, like ese, and then the Mexican dude comes back and he says that word and the black dude does get offended.
But how often how often do black people if you
a lot. I know a lot of black people.
But a lot of
we.
But no, I'm saying how often do black people trip on other people for saying nigga?
Oh, never.
Exactly.
Yeah, never. It
doesn't really happen that much.
I'm saying it hypothetical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't really happen that way. But most of the time, No one's even going. A black person
Yeah.
not even gonna question you. But I'm saying around certain people and around certain things, like yeah. And if they
situation
do,
played a big
if they
part.
do question you, don't argue back. You offended. It is
Yeah.
offensive. Now, if saying fool or something like that is offensive, like, cause I do, fucking sick ass fool. I do my
Yeah.
Mexican. I grew up around the Mexican homies. It's the same thing. Now, if I'm being offensive, like, and cause the homie corrected me on something at we're at a party. I'm like, man, where the fucking tacos at, nigga? They got this shit, and he was like, that's like me, and he was like, fool, it's just
Where's
a
the
different.
fried chicken and watermelon at?
Exactly. He was like, it's a different plate, and I was like, yeah, you right.
They had macaroni
And
salad, barbecue chicken, and maybe
It's like you coming to my.
maybe Stater Brothers chicken. I bet you they did, huh?
Yeah, no, they served like this pasta, and it was like a different style Mexican dish that I never had before, and it made me enjoy it after he made that comment. So I was like, man, where the tacos at? I'm like, he's like, it's like me coming to your house expecting some soul food. And you guys are making homemade sushi tonight, and I'm like, or we're eating a different style dish, black dish that she never had before. That's more regular, so maybe it's like more of like a fucking whatever. And you're like, damn, where's the like fucking chicken in the end? I'm like, I can see how that offensive, and I was like, and thank you for correcting me on that, because I didn't realize I was being offensive. You feel me? And I'm not, and I understand it, and I think that's the beautiful thing about our cultures, especially blacks and Mexicans, because we're neighbors, we're closer. Like, we grew up with the white people in our schools being the minority. We have more witted Asian homies.
Yeah, but we're the majority, though.
We're the majority. Yeah, you guys are the majority.
We
the minorities are the majority. But like we, like us, like no, that's what, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's where, and it's like we adapt to. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful for I don't know how long that was on. I hope that didn't fuck it up too much. But I think it's dope when cultures like there's culture appropriation, and but I think us growing up in Mobile is so much different. People from outside of Cali and shit probably won't come here. Like the homies from the South or someone come here and like see the Mexican homies say that they might not get it.
Yeah.
Someone just might not get the culture. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like.
Well, I was just in Arkansas. You know what I mean?
How was it? What was it looking like out there?
Do we still have time? We're at 2,000.
Yeah, no, we good. As long as we're recording.
We're still recording. We're
good.
We
good.
All right, for sure. Yeah, so I was in Arkansas
Yeah, you was moving for a couple weeks.
Yeah, Missouri, Arkansas. Yeah, just hella shit. Just family shit for Thanksgiving. My mom's family's white. My grandma's white, like from like that part of town and shit.
Okay.
And so we went to.
That's a different culture for you too.
For me, definitely. I've never been there. I bought a shotgun out there. You know how easy it was?
Just walk in with an ID.
I walked in. They did a background check, which is literally like, what's your first name, last name, and copy everything on your ID. Did that, and they were like, gun.
That's
crazy.
Like,
yeah, like crazy.
Imagine if it was like that in California.
But it makes me think.
But it makes it like if Atlanta's like that and all these other places in the South.
It'd be easier, or not easier. It's better because everybody has a strap, and they don't think like how. Like I don't want to be like the person that's all like fucking. What the fuck? When did that person get here?
I don't know. It's lit.
I didn't want to be like fucking. Damn, I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, I bought a fucking gun, dude. I bought a shotgun and some fucking rounds. I'm ready to shoot some fucking shit. I bought that shit and I was like, hell yeah. Oh, that's what I was saying. If it was over here, I feel like it'd be a lot better, dude, because I've owned like fucking, like unregistered, and I owned like fucking some crazy shit back in the day, but I gotten rid of everything now that I'm like legit now. And I just feel like if Californians would go and just get their shit, because it's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's really, really not. Like you just gotta like shout out to all the felons out there. You just cannot be a felon. Like you can't have any charges on you. It's that simple. You want to have a gun that you're able to protect yourself with, a firearm that you could potentially kill someone with. You can't be a criminal, dude. Like, let's just be honest. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
And so if everybody else had a gun, though, not everybody's against guns and shit. That's why fucking everybody gets kick doored and shit. It's speaking of kick doors, I ever tell you about this one time. I've always been like a dirty skater kid, right? So I tried to hang out with the Cholo kids, and I was like, oh, yeah, like, fucking yada yada. They're like, yeah, these fucking this one kid's parents, fucking, they always take off all the time. When they take off to go to, like, karate class or some shit, we have, like, 2 hours to go and get in the house. So we could take, like, their TVs and their laptops. I was like, all right, hell yeah. So I'm 6th grade, maybe, like, 12 years old or some shit. And I'm like, hell yeah. Fucking, let me go ahead and do this. Boom. I guess, like, fucking, I don't the adult's fucking son helped us rob them because, like, everything was unlocked. Like, they just walked in. But, like, once they walked in, like, I got so nervous. I was like, oh,
You were in the crib, like, oh.
In the crib, I had to dip out the crib before I threw up.
And you yacked it?
I yacked it, bro. I was over with it. I was like, no. Everyone was like, oh, you're a bitch.
In their house and shit?
Not in their house. I said,
okay.
Like, literally, they jimmied they got through that shit, and, like, everybody went in. I was like, oh, fuck, man. Like, we're really in the shits right now, man. And I was like, I just fucking threw up, dude. I was like, this is not for me. This lifestyle is not for me. Let me get back on the skateboard, dude.
Yeah,
I can't do this.
That's funny as fuck.
Did you ever have any moments like that, fucking growing up, where, like, you try to be you said you're not a gangbanger. So, like, you ever have any moments where you kind of, I had some moments where I thought I was a little gangbanger, and I found out I'm not. Do you have any moments where you tried that fucking thing?
I was outside. I was getting money. I was never really into the violence. I had beat some niggas up, but I'm always the cool nigga, bro. I was always the rap nigga. So, like, I was able to use that to, like, maneuver around.
Like, network and
everybody
like
was like, oh, this the little
around.
homie, he rap. Spit something for him and I'll freestyle. Like, a lot of niggas know me and I'll pull up and serve some and niggas be like, freestyle. You feel me? And that's how I met one of the plugs, you feel me, back in the day. And every time I pull up, we'll just go down and freestyle. Like, do like 15 songs in a row. And niggas just be like dumbfounded, like, what the fuck? Niggas used to be like, you're better than Kendrick, bro. I'm telling you, you're better than Kendrick. Used to be all yada it out, you feel me? And
don't say that, bro. Don't say you're better than Kendrick, bro. Schoolboy Q won't like that.
Oh, nah. Well, I'm coming. I'm coming. Paul was like, I'm coming for the spot though.
Oh,
like,
chill, dude. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying, like,
the crowd.
I feel like, those are the guys I look up to. I feel like I could for sure rap on a song and it'll sound good? Niggas be like, who is this? That shit was tight for sure.
No, I like your shit. I like your fucking get money shit. Like, I mean, you put me on Conway. You put me on not Butcher, but what's the other guy? Westside Gun.
Yeah.
Like, you put me on them. I was like, damn, what the fuck? You're like, you ever fuck with Vince Staples? I was like, here and there. And you're like, nah. And you put me on some
Staples
shit.
is crazy.
Like,
one of my favorites.
Yeah, like, you put me on that shit. So ever since then, I just kind of been on, like, that shit. Which is funny because when I was rapping, I was like, I always wanted to mix, like, these, not Alchemist. Yeah, is it Alchemist, the producer?
Yeah.
I wanted to make these type of beats, but, like, talk about, like what I do, like, or what I've done. Like, doing Xans or, like, snorting oxys and doing coke.
That's
like,
exactly what we were doing growing up.
Yeah, like, the shit we did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fucking stealing Robitussin out of the Stater Brothers and fucking just drinking that shit.
People, and the thing is like, people are saying the same shit just over different beats.
Yeah, exactly. But I want to bring it back to where it was, like, the old school shit.
Yeah.
And I always thought about that. And then when I heard that shit and they're, like, talking about, like, crazy shit, well, I don't step on the crack like I'm superstitious. Like that, I was like, what the fuck? That's retarded.
Y'all see a bunch of rappers, I see a bunch of bitches.
That shit's gnarly. That's why I loved it when you guys, one day when you were smoking with Trayvon and, like, for some reason, you guys were just, like, going off. I like my Parmesan with the cheese.
Lemon lobster over linguine. I'm out at Tuskegee.
I like my frijoles, yeah, the beans. Yeah, dude, that shit. Dude, I had my daughter doing that shit. My wife was like, shut the fuck up, dude.
That's funny, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's funny shit.
Like, that's, and like, back in the day, being a fan of hip-hop, like, I always knew I was gonna do, like, the real shit. Like, I like the other shit, too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, and I have some shit where I, like, it's like more like what industry beats and shit, but not really, bro. Like
Hmm.
on my shit, that real shit, that soulful shit, you can expect bars, you can expect a full song, a good hook. Like my new album dropped December 2nd, Better Left Red.
Better left
You
friend.
know what I'm saying?
You know, I had to buy that.
Yeah, you
Had
did.
to.
You the
Come on,
first person to
come
buy
on,
that shit
Papa.
too, dog.
Come up,
Real
Papa.
nigga, bro.
Yep.
You sooner, yeah, you. I think, yeah. As soon as it came out, you were like, boom, bought it.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm
I
talking
had
about,
to
bro.
make a staple out of it where it was like like you supported me so much, giving me this platform, letting me go,
Absolutely, bro.
promoting the homies that basically promoted me. Shout out to UTB
Shout out to
Lifestyle. Go
UTB
ahead,
Lifestyle, man.
UTB Worldwide on Instagram. Go ahead and get what you guys can. But this guy has always supported me, dude. So I just wanted to go and support him. And you guys should always support everybody that supports you. Anyone in your fucking local area with anything, because one day
Yeah,
those motherfuckers are gonna blow, and you know what they're gonna do? Laugh in your fucking face.
yeah,
Like, cause
man.
they're gonna remember when they're gonna remember, dog. They're gonna remember.
And I remember, I remember all the love. That's the most important,
Yeah,
and
that really true.
yep, and that's the most important thing right there. It's just the people that do support and show love.
Hmm.
We've been building something for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I've been around like, I would say I'm one of the next generation legends. You know what I'm saying? You got the Stevie Crooks, the Nicky D's, the
Hmm.
Cassius Greens, the Fayos,
The
the
new generation.
Speaks, like the radio bases, but like the new generation of the
Hmm.
new shit. Like here is like what we doing with me, Style True Love, Black Lefty, Trey Sway. There's so many other people out in the murders doing some really dope shit. But just what me and the guys are doing, what me and the team is doing is something special, and we're bringing the community together doing it.
And in all reality, they were fuck our ages when they were first popping off. You know what I
hmm
mean? So it's only a matter of
And
time
nobody's
before.
done it like this.
No,
This is the first time in the city we're seeing it be done like
like
this.
on some cool like.
Like
You guys
this.
are barred the fuck up. It's not like based off of no
Yeah.
disrespect to how it was back in the day, the party scene and shit like that. But
Yeah.
this shit is good.
Bars, nigga.
CM is good bars, good fucking visuals. Uh, Everything he does is like fucking just precise, like executed like with precision.
Thank you,
The
bro.
merch, like the merch is fucking crazy. The studio, right when I walked in, I'm like, damn, you put your all. It's like everything you do, you go 100 miles per hour, and I respect that so much.
Thank you, bro.
That's
And it's
why it's
like,
like a blessing to get you. Like I was like, oh man, I don't think the homeboy's gonna. I don't think dude's gonna show up. So,
yeah,
and then you're
nah,
like, let's
fuck
get
it.
it.
Yeah,
And you
like,
know what I mean? It's nothing for you to talk, nothing for you to rap. It's nothing for you to do. Like the homie
we
was over
do
here making
this.
beats, and you're just like saying some fly shit.
Yeah,
So,
it's just like now, I'm a professional recording artist. I'm an artist.
hmm.
Like this is my job. Like and this is years of dedication and years of saying fuck it, I'ma do it.
Hmm.
Looking stupid at times. I don't care. Like, cause nobody doing it this route, like, and building community, having the people on the last album cover. I had 9 other artists with me on the album cover that was on the album, all artists from Moreno Valley, a couple from the IE. Having so many artists from the IE on the platform and from Moreno Valley, bringing these people together, like, no one is taking the time to do that nowadays, and I feel like that's special. Collaboration builds community. I'm always say that, and you look at what Nipsey did and what LaRussell's doing right now. Just to name a couple people, Russ, like that, how they move independent. Like I know with my sound of music and that shit, like I'm not gonna get the attention off the back, cause it's some shit that like nigga like some Kendrick Cole shit. Like how when I used to send records to some of the street artists and some of the niggas that's out popping right now, cause I'm tapped in with everybody, every rapper in the murders. Like they didn't been in here, or I've been in the studio with them and had an experience with them. You know what I'm saying? And some of the people like they I forgot my point. I forgot what I was about to say, but I've seen people blow up and shit, and I've seen a lot. I've been around a lot of people, like being around Stevie Crooks. He's been like a mentor to me, and just on my own path, I understand why it's gonna be harder for a song of mine to go viral on TikTok. Like it's different. It's some like people used to say, "Oh, you want some Kendrick shit?" This is what I was saying. When I used to send records out to some artists, they'll be like, "That shit hard, but you want some Kendrick shit? Can you like send some other shit?" I'm like, "Damn, like." This was my other shit. This was like the simplest shit. Like this was like I thought this was the one. Like, and and it's all love. It's love always. Sometimes shit don't mesh. But I understand that I had to take the stairs, and I don't have access to the elevator, and I never wanted it anyways.
But
You
that
feel
that
me?
floor isn't a coming in. Like there's always like there's always a change in music. I
And
mean,
it's happening right now.
look, think about it, bro. We were listening to Flow Rider like not too long ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not talking shit about him, but
We had
you
the
spin
SoundCloud
my
era.
head right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't disrespect the SoundCloud area, bro.
Yeah. Nah, I fuck with the SoundCloud
That was
era.
my shit, dude.
But a lot of niggas came and gone.
Yeah.
Only a handful of niggas really stayed.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas are completely gone. So that whole era is done.
Yep.
You feel me? Besides the niggas who made it, there's a certain standard of music I feel like people are wanting. Like, and whenever hip hop is weak and dead and nothing going on, we go back to the who's the best, Kendrick, Drake, or J. Cole, and that's how hip hop is like a little mid right now, cause like that's the only conversation we're having.
Yeah, or
There's
like
nobody. We need a new Kendrick. We need a new J. Cole. We need a new Drake. We need the next new nigga. And I always feel like I'm like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they need the sound we have, like the sound we have. Nobody has sounds like us. Like we don't. When you listen to my music and listen to the album, it doesn't sound like anybody. Maybe there's the shit you might get from it. Like people will say, Schoolboy Q on my voice sometimes. Schoolboy Q is one of my top 3 favorite rappers of all time.
I agree
All
with you.
time. Like it's like Kendrick and Schoolboy and like Nip are like my favorite. Like right there.
that. Yeah. No, I definitely feel you, dude. Yeah, Schoolboy Q was definitely like a big thing in my life. I fuck with. I wasn't really too big on Nipsey. I mean, sad to say until after he passed. But I mean, I do respect his work. It's cool. I do like his mainstream shit, like the fucking racks in the middle or whatever. But that's like as far as I know. I never really dove because I didn't want to.
Bad.
I didn't want to be like that guy that was like, oh yeah, Nipsey. Like I fuck with
Nah,
him.
it's always worth it to go back though. Like to Bullets Ain't Got No Names, and there's so much like the marathon. Like you gotta at least go through marathon. The marathon continues,
I smoked his weed.
and then
His
Victory
weed is
Laps.
fucking good.
Yeah, good as
And
fuck and
marathon-
expensive
yeah,
as fuck.
expensive
Like
as-
$80 an eighth.
Yeah,
Worth it though.
No,
worth it.
definitely
It's
worth
worth it.
it.
You got at least like one time. I got it a few times.
No, I bought an ounce of
shit's-
it one time.
Yeah. How much that run you like?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was the cocaine days.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like
Good
it was
days.
the one weed. Yeah, the good days. It was the one weed that like if I was all yacked out, like I'd be like smoke it and be like, fuck,
Yeah.
I'm baked. Like
Fucked.
yeah,
Pause.
yeah.
But yeah.
But so go ahead and tell the people what you have planned coming up next. I know you have a
Man.
lot coming up.
More
New Year.
podcasts.
Oh, New Year's resolution, Mason, or maybe.
New Year's resolution. Go viral on TikTok.
Okay.
Go viral. I feel like what I want to do next is accomplish next is I just want to expand the brand, and I feel like the views and everything, it should be more and more and more and more. Like if I'm gonna be monetized and this is gonna be a living, like I want more. I need more. I need more. How can I get more creative? As I'm already like I've been fucking up the whiteboard. You saw it out earlier. It's over there. Like I've been on the whiteboard the last couple weeks. I ain't been dropping much since the album, but this is where the real work goes in. I've been practicing how to make the right content videos. This is why I'm watching a lot of YouTube right now and taking notes. I got a note in my notes. It's a long list of shit. Very precise shit just to execute. The right way. So, my New Year's resolution just to, continue to be, masterful at my craft and to, let's go viral. It's time.
I get you.
It's time. It's time to like, and once, I go viral one time, the city's gonna be like this nigga CM made it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's
I've
when
been
you start.
supporting him.
Yeah, and you know, and
Which
that's
is
when you
fine.
get this. You start, which is okay.
fine,
I
which is
get
fine.
it. I get it. We out here grinding, and and thank you to all the supporters and the loved ones out here. You know, doing their thing, and supporting, buying merch, and buying the album, like all that shit. You guys don't realize, like, you know, it goes a long way. Like when you buy the album, all the splits go down, all the splits. It's all good. We wrapping up anyway.
Hmm.
All the splits get broken down to everybody, so everyone gets their percentages, and so you know it's just special to continue to keep growing and keep going. Like this shit limitless. You feel me? You gotta do it. You can't fuck. Don't be in your feelings. You know. Don't worry about it. Niggas ain't gonna show you the love. You gotta prove it. You gotta convince. Like I already made it. I'm just convincing the rest of the world.
Hmm.
You feel me? Like I
I like
already,
that.
you
I
know,
like that. That's
like
hard.
I already did.
Yeah.
I'm already like
You're
I
there
can rap
already.
with. You
Yeah.
can put me on a song with Benny, Conway, Griselda, Westside, you know, Kendrick, Cole. Like I'm dope. I'm
Mm.
dope. Like I'm barring most niggas in the game right now. You feel me? I didn't been to these shows and shit. You feel me? And take a fat shit on the stage, nigga. You feel me?
No, literally.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
literally.
Like
You know,
and
you're
being
really
from
barred,
Moval.
you're really barred the fuck up.
And you know Stevie, like I did a show. I was on the same lineup as Stevie randomly one time in L.A. And he told me, he was like, you know where we from? He's like, everyone in here front on us. Like we from the city, we from out here. And he's like, when they hear that name, when you say that name, you feel me? Come. He was like, I already know what you got. Like nigga, come, nigga, show these motherfuckers.
Hmm.
And I'll just never forget that moment. It's like, yeah, you feel me? And I did an acapella to start the set off.
You did an acapella that
I
said
did
that.
an
What the
acapella,
fuck?
and I shut that shit the fuck down. It was quiet, and when the crowd is quiet, niggas be doing all of the cheers. When the crowd is, they
Like
tapped
really
in.
listening to
They
like the
tapped
fucking
in.
bars and shit.
They tapped in. You feel me? And now I got their attention, and then I started doing my set, and it was just crazy, like a crazy feeling, seeing how I had to just. That's what it being an MC is, that mic control. You feel me? I'm a master of ceremonies. You feel me? Like I'm really like that, and I feel like taking this to the next level. Just that's one of those things. Like you feel me? Just you know, Instagram could take you so far. Like let's get the YouTube numbers up. Let's get TikTok popping. Like I didn't seen too many niggas I've been in the studio with out here take their career to the next level off of it. You feel me? I just gotta do it my way, and so we figuring it out.
Well, with that being said,
Yeah.
on the content side of it, I think for New Year's, maybe we should do like a little a thing with a no pressure record fucking little gang.
Mhm.
And then I'll donate like 14 grams. Maybe we can roll a little 14-gram little fucking
Yeah.
blunt or something for New
Like
Year's.
New Year's Eve type shit.
Yeah, get some content out of that.
You know what? I had a couple. I had I had the I just had someone ask me to do something on New Year's Eve, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna probably just be chilling, getting faded. But if we do something on New Year's Eve and we streaming in here and recording here and go up
That's hard.
and do a multiple shows in one
Mhm.
sitting and just go with it. 30 minutes with this
Just
podcast,
everybody
30
jump in
minutes
front
with that
whenever
podcast.
you want.
Yeah, and while we celebrating here, turn up for the year might be a good idea. I might have to double back on him because I told him no. Like, let's do it before or after. Like, cause I kind of haven't been like I've
I
been
ain't
kind
doing
of burnt
shit.
out.
I ain't doing shit for New Year's. My family's all like fucking just not doing nothing. Let's lock it in. Let's
Y'all
do
went
that.
crazy on Thanksgiving for sure.
Yeah.
Niggas brother like we at the house.
We're chilling. But yeah, so this is the Finger Poppin' Podcast. Support dude, we're fucking high.
High
Finger
as
Poppin'
fuck.
Podcast, supported the Inland Empire one episode at a time. And this is CM Mcduff.
Yeah, I just signed a 4PF. You feel me? You know, I'm gonna be on a new Little Baby album coming out. You know,
Shout out Gunna.
yeah, shout out Gunna. You feel me? I'm on Gunna new album too. You feel me? I'm really gonna be the one to get them back together. I be chopping it with Gunna.
Yeah.
You feel me? He be sending me records back and forth. So I've been shooting the shit with Gunna. But then I was at the club with Lil Baby the other day, and he was like, "Why
Yeah.
you fucking with that nigga? You know you 4PF."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Damn." He gave me the 4PF chain and all that. So I just got it in the crib. I'm not.
I wouldn't have brought it
like,
to the murder. I heard they take chains over here.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you know, but yeah, you know, 4PF, you know.
For life, right?
You know, for life. I'm about to get it tatted, but
That's
yeah,
right.
look out for the album. My sign at MMG. New album out with Rick Ross.
That's
Out
right.
next Friday.
And No Limit.
No Limit. Shout out TDE
Mhm.
sponsoring the podcast. They
Yeah.
got me in the studio with K Dot right now, so we going crazy 2024. You
Yeah.
feel me? You know, maybe Dreamville. J. Cole, stay here to me, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you
well, no,
know,
he was just here and he was like saying, he was like, oh man, see, I'm so dope, man. It's so dope that you got him on your podcast because he was like, your podcast up next. Fuck that white bitch Bobby. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
mhm.
That's what I'm saying. And she hit me trying to get me on her shit. Nigga, we might as well go up there.
Yeah.
Go fuck with Bobby next year. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking LeBron. Finger popping, no pressure collab.
Well,
LeBron,
he's
maybe.
coming on next week.
Oh, that.
He's coming on
See,
next
I didn't
week.
know if he confirmed.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
no, yeah,
Okay.
it's yeah, him and then Bronny after that.
Okay, bet. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's Jordan, and then I got Scottie Pippen after, and then it's Jordan's son with Pippen's wife, ex-wife.
Bad.
And it's pretty cool.
Bad.
But
bad.
on the real note, we do have a food thing coming up. We don't know the name.
We gonna do.
Oh, maybe it's good. Maybe it's
Don't
good.
even say. Don't even tell them yet.
Okay.
Don't even tell them yet.
Okay.
Don't even tell them yet. They not ready.
Okay.
They not ready.
All right, let's leave it at that. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Follow me at the Finger Poppin' Podcast.
Yeah.
On Instagram. Like, subscribe. What is that? Ring that bell and do all that shit. Roll some kush up. Snort some fentanyl. Let's get it. This is CM. Yes, sir.
CM Mcduff. Yeah.
Where's that button at?
Yeah. We out of here. No Pressure Records, bitch.